Alright. Has a little excerpt for this episode. I kind of forgot about this being a thing, and while I was doing all the searching and stuff for the brown chocobo, this is something I found. So, this is to kind of also help with progressing different quests and the like. So, this is going to be something I'm going to do this. So your name is Shufa, is it?
Kubo! It can't be.
Can't be... what?
Oh, nothing, Kubo. My mistake. Who might you be?
We're Clan Fairy Tale. We got a letter from someone named Gade. It sounded like he was looking for you.
Gade, you say, Kubo?
At last, I have found you.
Ah, a ghost!
Your power, Shufa. Lend me your power.
Enough of this, Kubo. Is this what Viola would have wanted, Gade? That's Gade?
We got a letter? From a ghost? Your power. I must have it.
Gade wants something of mine, but I can't part with it, Kubo. It's a memento of a dear friend.
You don't have to convince us. I can see the bad guy is here. Stand back. We'll take care of this. You? Are you Viola? Alright, let's just defeat Gade. No debuffs or anything like that. And, funnily enough, you cannot remove Adele from this fight. One thing of note I'm wanting to look at. Yeah, this is her last ability, so... It'll probably be different earlier in the episode, but... You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Either that or this is going in front. I don't know what I'm doing with this, to be honest. Alright. We're gonna have a Templar and hang out over there. I'm gonna have Peter hang out over here as well. I do want my Dolroth buddy pal friend hanging out right there. And we are gonna go for power of 5. And let the fighting commence. Now, all we do have to defeat is Gade, but kind of like always, kind of like in the previous episode, I'm wanting to get these people in a sense that of me actually trying to see if I can get MVPs out of them, and the best way to do that is attack and get some KOs with these guys. Adele, I'm gonna have her kind of just fight the main bad guy here. Well, except one of the moves just straight up heals him. Let's just toss out some air renders then. Alright. Well, let's go with martial arts. Well, I don't have the thing. I could do Holy Sign, but that does absolutely nothing. I was thinking of Exercise. Exercise isn't going to really have much effect here either, just simply because I don't have a whole lot of damage done to him. So let's just whack him on the head. Pah! And that is that. What's he doing? He be warping. Be careful of the warpy folks. Warpy folks aren't cool. Alright, what you be warping to? to do a sleep touch. Well, that's just rude. I'm gonna actually have Steefy head down that way to see if she could deal with Jadgin? Whatever his name is. But, wow, yay! Yo, good stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Other than being absolutely silly. Okay. Now, martial arts, I'm going to do a holy strike. That way I can deal a good bit of damage here. Wow! And HP crit. Which is good. And I'm just going to have Dolruff finish him off. And as a sage, you should be fine. Bonking this guy on the head should be not much of an issue with taking him on in a fight. Oh. You're as tough as nails, apparently. Well, let's just kind of let this happen. Looks like you're going down. True. That is very true. Alright. Let's exercise the monster here. Your soul can pass on to the afterlife. And we'll just have Steefy smack this guy in the face. Because I am wanting to get the MVP. I know it sounds silly, but to actually be able to get a quest done, you have to do the most ridiculous stuff ever. And I want to make sure 100% that I can do it. So... why you be like that? That's just plain rude. But guess what? You missed. Alright. Let's put you asleep. Well, you didn't go to sleep. Alright. That's unfortunate. And much more damage there. That's much more into the realm of damage that I like that's happening. Now we'll just have Movery whack this guy across the head with his... I think it's... he's got a mace, so... Discipline, we're gonna have exercise on this guy. You will be exercised with holy light. Deal with it, fool. And Peter can hang on by running down that way. Damas, you can kind of head that way a little bit. Ooh, you returned. That's not cool. You're trying to... That's slightly weird. You sleep touching people, that's just real weird. Alright. Well, I may heal you with the first hit, but I certainly am gonna deal with you otherwise. For real? I mean, okay, I guess. Let's just take care of this guy. You have no HP left. Go to sleep. And do it permanently. No one likes you. For real, Dolroth? For real? There's no words for that. There's no words for that at all. Alright. At any rate. Oh, it just went away. Yay. Movery, you're good to go. Damas. You're good. Now, I guess what I want to do is kind of just come from the side and just do an... Well, I could do an arm blast, but that's not really going to do as much damage as an air render. And you can heal all you want. And off we go with taking you out permanently. Well, somewhat.
Gade, there is so much more than power. Do not let it control you. Let it go, Gade. It's time to rest.
My dear Viola. Complete. No one got MVP. I am saddened by that. That is so sad that that did not work out, but whatever.
Viola, Gade, and I were traveling together, Kubo. Viola wasn't like other people. She had strange powers, Kubo. Strange powers. Strange and powerful powers, Kubo. I can't how many times she used them to save us. You wouldn't believe the things she could do. Gade was fascinated. He wanted to be powerful too. So he struck out on his own in search of a way to get what he craved. Viola passed away a few years later, Kubo. Her power was too great for her. It tore her apart from within. I set off looking for Gade to tell him what happened to Viola. Before she died, she'd begun to worry about him. She understood what it meant to have true power, Kubo, but it was too late. His search for power had already consumed him. Kubo. Somehow he got the idea that this keepsake contained her power. He's been trying to take it ever since. At least he can finally rest, Kubo. You really think so? Didn't you hear what Viola said, Kubo? I didn't hear a thing. What about you, Adele? I'm not sure. This was Viola's. I want you to have it, Kubo. Me? But shouldn't you keep it? I don't need a memento to remember her, Kubo. She's in my heart. I think Viola would be happier knowing it was being put to use, Kubo. And there's something about you that reminds me of her. No, this is for the best, Kubo. I'll treasure it as always. Treasure it always. Thank you. No, thank you, Kubo. You've done me a great service.
A lost companion has been completed. The Tip-Tap-Two. And essentially what the Tip-Tap-Two is for is one of the abilities that a certain class that this lady can learn from. It's a knife, but as you can see, it's an ability called Viola for the Heriter class. So we got a specific weapon for her, which is good, but we have yet to get to the rest of it. Anyway, Well, yeah, I'll put this in before the episode so it kind of all makes some sense in this. So I'll see you guys in about, like, 2 seconds. Last time, well, some stuff happened. I mean, come on, a lot of stuff happened, actually. We went through mostly just a cup, and, I mean, heck, dual horn's no longer a thing. This time, we're gonna go through some of the Chocobo stuff. Hopefully, I will do well at this. I don't know how well, but we'll do something at this. Alright. Also, I got another thing planned for us as well, since these aren't gonna take too long to actually do. Alright. Dispatch the right person for the job. Welcome to the ranch! You've brought someone to help out in the hatchery? Yep. These chocobos sure are cute. Love these little guys. I find people who like chocobos are always good at heart. I am sure you brought me a good person to work with the hatchery. And it's for the next 15 days. They'll get to spend all the time with chocobos whenever they want. Alright, to complete this quest, you need one of two... Oh, I was not going to do that. I didn't mean to push that button. You need one of two characters, classes. Chocobo Knights, and they cannot be riding the Chocobo, so we're kind of out of luck there. I was hoping when I accepted the quest, the delivery for the Chocobo came up first. That did not happen. This actually took a lot less time than I thought it would. And the other one is going to be this. We're going to need... Alright. I thought I had multiple Menumu, but I think I got rid of them. Yeah, I did. Well. Movery. Sorry, bud. You're gonna have to be Beastmaster once again. I guess we'll kind of interchange you in between all these. Where? Oh, Drake. That's what I was looking for. Is there any in there? No. Okay. I was like, was there anything going on with that? And the answer to that is no. That's Alchemist, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright. So either a Chocobo Knight without a Chocobo being ridden, or a Beastmaster will succeed at this. I feed the chicks nothing but Geishel greens, so they don't have the usual Chocobo musk. True, it's exotically colored Chocobo. True, the more exotically colored Chocobos caught in the wild can be a tad pungent. But don't let me get started. I could go on about Chocobos all day. I like Chocobos well enough. I'm a bit worried about this fellow, though. Oh, Movery. I think you're worried about pretty much everything. Alright. Well, it didn't take us long. But we're gonna hang out and deliver another Chocobo. You can see the green guy we delivered. Alright, deliver a brown Chocobo to you. And there we go. I never imagined you'd catch me a Chocobo this fast.
Well, Kubo, this one put up a real fight, I must admit.
Brown Chocobos are the most aggressive breed.
Feeding them mint greens helps keep their dander down.
Give them a little each day, and they'll soon enough they'll be calm as kittens.
Really, Kubo? Who would have thought that eating your greens could do so much good? Well, I'm all for it if it keeps the Chocobos happy, Kubo.
Oh, Muse. You amuse me. Alright, we got that finished, and we got Unpurified Aether, along with the new abilities being mastered and some money with it. Nice. Alright, let's see who got masters. Ah, you have mastered that. You are now being your solo class. the Heriter. She does already have one move mastered as soon as you change her. It's called Lionheart. Essentially, it's Scathe. That's essentially what it is. Oddly enough, she's one of the few characters that has mastered the most out of the human classes. I am going to give her Bone Crusher. She is still going to have dual wield because that seems obvious to me. Let's see. A Thief. I'm going to go with Tip Tattoo for that, and I'm trying to find a Heriter Blade, but I'm seeing a bunch of everything else. Okay, Argus, Illusionist, Black Mage. Come on. Really? Is there... I guess someone may actually have one equipped. That's probably what's going on. Alright, I'll just equip the Sumi Homura. Alright, you got Blast Wave mastered, which is good, and we're gonna go with Overpower. Oh, another reason why like, where everyone is changed kind of thing. I did that to kind of get an idea of who's the higher MVP. That way I can kind of work on theirs and hopefully have a full tower like Luso. Because I do want that. Alright. Give you the Thief's Cap. And you don't have to have that anymore, which is good. I think I'm going to go for the Magic Ring because you are going to be casting, so... Alright, you got Moogle Disarm. You can go for Ultima Charge, which is something I'm probably going to do. We have Moogle Guard. Let's go for that. You know what? You're going to have the Genji armor. You just have Genji everything. The only thing you're not going to have is the Genji gloves, which is fine. Quite the lyricist, my friend. Alright, so what I have planned, there was that video earlier showing the thing that was going on over here with the ghost. That was kind of just a different part altogether. But I also want to show off Negotiation 2. This is going to kind of tie into more of what's going to happen next episode. Since I'm trying to like get people's levels up and everything, I want to still have something to show for the next time. And this is going to be one of the things that I want to show off. It's pretty much, I'm going to be going over what each one of these sections will do, and, like, what you'll get for them, and, like, it's going to be a long, comprehensive list that honestly would take a whole video to go over. That's why I'm wanting to dedicate a video to it, because for each of the clan privileges that you get, some of them you can kind of skip those levels because you just get the upgraded, there's like an upgraded version one. You can just keep working on the same thing until you're done, and there you go, you're good to go. But there's also the ones that don't work like that, to where you do have to go for that specific clan privilege, like the ones that have the empowered, Libra, stuff like that. You have to go for that specific title. The ones that have a number after it, like the ones, twos, fives, you name it, those are going to have additional levels for their privilege, and you just have to you can go for like the higher level, you'll still get that privilege at the lowest level, that like the next lowest level, I guess is the best way to put it, and you can just keep doing that same one until you get the highest one. That's if it's the highest one, and I will mention that, like which one's which in that regard. But anyway, and the biggest thing about some of these is you do have to uphold the wall to actually win them, and this is negotiation is one of them. Some of them it doesn't care if you actually do it or not. There are a good bit of them that do care, and this is just one of them. Alright. Actually, I want to do a blast on both of these guys. There we go. Nicely done, and cool thing about okay, I can actually go this way, it'll be fine. And just do an aura blast on these three. Strangely enough, some of this takes a science. But once you get used to actually, by this point in the game, and I would hope you have done some of them. I've done a lot of it off screen just simply because, like I said, some of it is just literally you doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over again, and you just are you're going through the same motions again and again and again, and honestly it's not all that interesting to watch, so I just have not been putting them into videos. And which is honestly, and as you can see, they don't take too long, especially if you're decently leveled. And there's just a lot of flavor text. It's a lot of flavor text. But again, like I said, I'm gonna go into much more depth about it. It's a lot of it. Yeah, I forgot to get luck 5. That's why I was doing that one. It's gonna have a lot more depth to them in the next video, to where I will go over essentially what every single one of these clan trials will do for you. Now, I don't have all of them. These 4 are the clan trials that I don't have all the titles for, and I will go through them and get all the titles when I work on the next video. So by the next time we're actually doing quests, I'll have every single one of the privileges. And I can tell you, it takes a lot. It actually does take a lot. It may not seem like it, just simply because it's like, oh, it's not much of anything, is it? Not at first, it's not too bad, but sometimes when you get really trying to get some of those quests done, it's sometimes a little bit too much. Don't know why, but it just wants to act like that. Bulky robes. I think I know what that might be. Well, actually, no, I did not. I was thinking it wasn't the luminous robe. Alright. Nightmares and Blaze. What strange have I say? The Heretic Rod. The Arcanist and the Hidden Dance by Benson. Alright, well, that being said, I really don't have too much else for this episode because, again, I'm going to try to prep for some of these other ridiculous episodes coming up with some of the quests going to insanity, I guess is one way to put it, because you're gonna need, you're basically insane trying to take on some of these quests if you're not ready for it. One last thing there's gonna be a couple things I do before I end today's episode. One of them is going to be that I will finish, the quest I had Movery go on. I was just making sure any of the stuff I had made was not something I can purchase multiple of right off the bat. Alright, but anyway. Just kind of, and like always, if you're not doing anything else and you're just trying to get one of your characters back, you just do that. Boom. There you go. You're good to go. Now let's see exactly who mastered what. Alright, you have mastered Oblivion. Alright, cool. You're almost there. I wish he would... This is me. I want him to master Seer so bad. It's ridiculous. Alright. Paravere, do I want you to get back to that? I mean, I don't see why not. Let's go back to Paravere. You don't have that mastered, but you do have those two. You've mastered Fire, so we're gonna give you Blizzard. You have mastered Shiva, so I'm gonna give you Carbuncle. Oh yeah, you're the one that I had that does the double summoning with blood price. I knew I had another one that did that. I'm trying to make sure I got everything. So many like characters that are people you can't get rid of or are part of this clan. It's a tad ridiculous. But anyway. Also, one thing you do want to take of note, I would always check the notice board. I know it's always going to be highlighted because of these Bonga Bungles just hanging out, but some of the quest lines do open up because of that. Of a notice being read. Not the Bonga Bungles, but just the notice. Why am I in here? Just the notices in general being read. Alright, yeah, there's the Rancher White, which is something. The other thing is, with the auction houses, I actually kind of like that grand prize. You know what, let's go for it, because I don't think there's too much else going on in this episode we hadn't seen. Ever since I conquered everything, I said, hey, I'm not going to worry about it again. But I guess I could sit here and talk about it a little bit while we're talk about what the plan is for what we're going to do the next few episodes. I don't know when exactly all this is going to be uploaded, just simply because I don't know how long it's going to take to do all of the clan trial stuff. I don't know if it's going to be split up into two parts of a video, or two videos in general. I don't want to do that, but I might have to, just to make it a little bit easier on you guys in terms of viewing it, because I know viewing hour-long videos isn't the easiest thing to do. That's why I'm not going to... that's why I've tried to somewhat back off of it with the post-game stuff, because there's not really much else to do. And there's not really much in terms of like spamming quests that I can do as well. But I am wanting to see if I can how can I put it? I do want to see if there's a way to go about oh gosh, man, well, I let that slip. Alright, now I gotta take back first for this. I mean, the Orb of Minwu is one of those things that's hard to come by. Well, I'm glad I didn't... Well, if I did one, I would have won anyway. Because I own this territory. Well, I own all the territories, but that's neither here nor there. As far, and the thing is, the clan trials, a lot of them are pretty simple, but some of them can get a little bit dumb. I'll just put it out there. Some of them can be pretty dumb. Whoa, that house and minimum? How in the world do you have 85 and 65 of all that stuff? Good grief! And they're not using any of them. Dude, that guy can mop the floor with me. I just noticed that. Wow. I mean, that's just... Wow. Gosh, that's a lot. I'm sorry, but that distracted me. I was just like, oh, let me see how easily I can beat them. I look at that and like, I'm glad he's not doing much. Good grief. That's a bit silly. I did want to show off at the end of the video something interesting. I've played enough of these auctions, because as you can see, it's pretty much all you... This is what I've basically been doing. I've been going around and buying some 5s so I can make sure I'll win each one of them, and then just winning all of them, and then after I did that, I would, as you can see, force myself to get 2nd and 3rd, and do enough passes, get enough of the bonuses, play enough, to the point where I got a star for everything. So I did complete that as well. I'm basically 100%ing this game, and I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm putting myself through all of this to do that. Don't know why. But yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't have a set amount of times a week I'm going to put this out anymore. I was originally trying to put this 3 times a week out, usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. When I went on that trip, and I went, business trip, like earlier this month, and I wasn't able to put it out, like make videos. I was putting it out like Tuesday, Thursday, and maybe Saturday if I had a chance, or like, well, not start Saturday, but like Friday, sort of like morning. And then I would be gone the weekend, or at the time I was actually, the first weekend I was home this month, I tried to put it out Saturday, and I did. And with the craziness of trying to get all the setup for these quests done and trying to unlock the quests, because I'm actually having to read up on all of it, because I'm like, okay, how do I open this quest again? Good grief. Whew. It's a bit crazy. because I'll show you the quest report. A lost companion. The thing we got by running into a memo, that was a quest. I tell you, it's ridiculous. And as you can see, we almost have the Rancher's request done. We do have to do the white. Once I capture a white, we'll finish that up, and we can easily finish the last one up because we do have the option of getting a red. We already have a red in the party, so we'll just do that. Again, with some of these quests, I'm having to do some serious... I don't know why it's so hard, but I'm having to do some serious digging to figure out how to unlock the quests. You don't think it would be that hard, but it's like, oh, you gotta find this quest and do the thing, and it's like, okay, well, how do I do the thing? Oh, well, you just do the thing. And it's like, oh my goodness. So, I'm trying to do what I can. And that's where I found out with the Earnest Delight that the only way to do it is to do like the first 2 with Luso, and then dispatch the other 2 out. And I found out how to do that because I was messing around with it. And the people you dispatch have to have a full MVP tower. So that's why I'm trying to build that up off screen as well. So I'm actually fighting a bunch of monsters off screen as well, like just monster mobs. And as you can see, like even the next foodstuffs isn't unlocked. It's annoying. And the whole, I know where this next cup is. I can easily pick that up. And as you can see, the wanted combatants is right after the Death March 2. So that's a thing. It's starting to look filled up, which is nice. I might show on screen next time as well, like what a full quest board looks like. It's not completely filled, that's for sure. In total, there's 301 quests I heard on a few things. It's 300 or 301. So we basically are 30 quests to being done. Some of them need, well, a lot of them need to be completed. Well, to be unlocked, you need to do the other quests along with it, which is a bit ridiculous. And there's a couple right here as well, and getting that's no easy task either. But anyway, I've talked your ears off enough. So next time, I will talk more about the clan trials and what they give you. I'll show an example from it, kind of like what I did earlier with the Negotiation 2. I'm going to show you an example of each one, and I'm also going to show you like what privileges you get from, like, I'll do like maybe a general training 2 and then show you the privileges you get from both general training 1 and 2. I'll just kind of like have a list of it to the side. I'll figure out how I'm gonna fancy that up. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyway, that's why that's going to take like the entire episode, just because I'm trying to show that and kind of explain it and that kind of thing. I'll see you guys in the next one, though. Later.